How lucky. I feel like I should know who this is too, but so again, I've talked about how this four land thing is effectively a mulligan. However, if I could yeah, it's effectively a mulligan, but a literal random six of three lands, like a random six is not better than three lands, Goblin Guide, Searing Blaze, Boros Charm. Like that's a probably like 75th percentile six. So like this is clearly better than a mulligan, an actual mulligan, that is. Especially because it's just Goblin God on the play. It's just so good. Tech Edge. That's a card. Oh, another Obzon player. Yeah, not a hand to get Inquisitioned out of, though. It's cute that a Tarmogoyf on 2. Huh. Well, that's convenient. Anyways, my point was that a Goyf on 2 would die to a Searing Blaze here. Oh no, the Inquisition was what I was missing on the count. There we go. Would not die to a Searing Blaze. I guess I was missing multiple. I guess I'd missed either the landfall or the Inquisition because I could only see the flats in the graveyard from when I first looked. It's probably Goyf. This is just going to get my white source right now. It's not like I'm going to slow roll an additional land. Play the Mire my opponent knows about. And I will gladly trade either of these creatures for that Tarmogoyf. Especially because it also involves me using this Searing Blaze effectively. My opponent doesn't block. I think I still cast the Searing Blaze because putting them to 6 is actually a relevant life total. So the +1 off the Swiftspear is the extra one. If my opponent had more mana, I would wait till after damage because the Goyf only goes to a 4/5 off the creature dying. However, with this much mana, I'm just clicking it for F6 value. The reason for the more mana is that they could Slaughter Pact my creature before damage. Always got to watch out for that card in this format, especially with the popularity of Twin. That card is very, very important. Just gonna fetch a tapped land. Guess I missed one click on that. This is... We have time. Definitely a decay on one of these. Murderous Cut. Actually like that card a lot. Don't agree with my opponent's choice of cards to exile, though. Just get a land out there. Also, I think it's possible my opponent was correct to have done that on their turn on the basis of me drawing a Boros Charm. I guess... Ugh. That's not the card I want to play against. That said, it doesn't look like my opponent wants... Liliana. This does not look very good for me from here. As usual, if Burn draws 6 lands, it's not a favorite. But that is literally what you have to accept in order to play this deck, is that some games you will just lose to drawing the wrong thing. And it's just very upfront about it. Okay, that is a reason to not exile the sorcery, or to exile the sorcery instead of the Goyf. My thought was that the sorcery allowed my opponent to have a larger Tarmogoyf immediately. But if you have an ooze, I don't think I can win this game, but I'll at least make it look good. I should be dead long before I can actually kill my opponent. Guess there's still a Goyf. Smart opponent, playing around my actual out. 11 life is not 10. Cannot get second righted out. I think this is about the point where I'm willing to concede. Mathematically impossible to win. So, think it's Molten Rain time. I think on the draw against Coursers and Oozes, I would like to have Path, but on the play, I'm okay with just Molten Rain. I think I'm going to board out the Rains and a land for the pass post board, or for game 3. The land that gets boarded out here is like very obviously the Stomping Ground, by the way. Yeah, it's like the right number of lands to hit. I don't remember. Someone did the math on my team, and it's like the right number of lands to expectedly hit things like exactly on time is like just over 19 or something. So like on the draw, it's like pretty clearly 19. But like I like hedging up on the play because just like having the ability to cast your spells is usually pretty important, more than like drawing an extra land, especially in game 1 scenarios, because usually you can just like out card them. That scenario though, not quite able to. It's the same hand as last game. I think I have to keep it. I mean, not actually the same hand, but fundamentally, it's the same exact thing. Think this. I don't know if this is a little worse or a little. I guess in the dark, the other hand's a little better because of Searing Blaze being insanely good when it's good. But this hand is clearly better for this matchup. I mean, if my opponent has a disfigure, they have a disfigure. Not going to hold a Boros Charm to play around it. Yep, did it. Boom. Take a ton. This is definitely panning out pretty well. Cool. So now we just pass. We have Skullcrack up for a potential Kitchen Finks. 10 points of burn in hand with mana to cast. Or short like 1 mana. Duress. So let's fire this off. Skullcrack's going to get taken. I guess there's like a marginal argument for firing off the Shard Volley there. Actually, more than marginal. I probably should have. The reason being, my opponent could have a second duress, and take the volley with that first duress, then take the skull crack with the second one. No reason to play the land at all. Probably just going to lose to Baloth this game, but there's always a shot. So 12, 8, effectively 5. I'm not dead to Baloth, actually. I can draw out of it. I just have to run a runner. Well, that's a start. I guess I'm supposed to play the fetch land here. Because the additional point of damage doesn't matter at all. And getting that card out of my deck could matter. And dead. That's basically just how the black-green matchup goes. You know, you win some, you lose some. It's kind of that way with like any deck in the format almost, though. Like, the black-green decks just sometimes get you, and they sometimes just like don't get you. I don't really know how else to say it.